On the banks of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium in Knoxville. Saturday afternoon's the perfect setting for a game like this. It's the TCU Horned Frogs and the Tennessee Volunteers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
The history of college football has many ties to the military. Tennessee's Neyland Stadium, with over 101,000 fans in place, is one of those. The stadium was named for legendary football coach General Robert R. Neyland on October 27, 1962. This is one of the most beautiful venues in college sports, with the Tennessee River, the sailgating, and the checkered end zones. Can't wait to watch a college football game at Tennessee. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Frogs headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bishop. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Right back to it. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Quarterback making checks. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Vols line up to punt it away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The run inside. It's Payne. Breaks into the open. TCU! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off. He races some angles and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now on this defense to tackle.
Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. The short hand. And it's a fumble on the play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
Back to throw, it's Craig. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
Upstairs, he's got it. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He's got it on the run, trying to rumble in, and he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Makes the grab. Bounding over the top.
And I love the bounce back for this offense. We lost a week ago. Let's put that in the rearview mirror. That game's gone. Let's improve. Let's get better. So far in this first half, they've done just that.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass.
Number 48 set to kick this one away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Complete. They push it out to the 39 after picking up 5.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Under fire. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. Taking it the other way. At the 20. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. And what a turn of events as this defense gets to pick 6.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And they did tack on the extra point.
Tennessee, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Might be changing the route. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. The pick six. He takes it in. Touchdown, TCU.
And nice vision by the linebacker, understanding and diagnosing pass right away. Getting his eyes on the quarterback, breaking on the football, making the huge interception, and then taking it back to the high school days, man. In his glory days at the running back spot, running all the way to the house and scoring the touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Matthews. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
The Vols in a good spot here with second and short. Running inside, it's Bishop. Powers through the defender. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
What a run by their tailback, and simply one of the best in the entire country. And his ability to make people miss is the reason why, guys. That's one thing that's just not coachable. You have it or you don't. That was something they identified in him when they were recruiting him to come play in this offense, and now it's come to fruition. Defenses have such a hard time bringing him down. This defense is going to have to do a better job gang tackling as this game goes on.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The offense changing the play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws it deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Good timing on the quick out. And that won't quite be enough for the first down as he's knocked down just short of the sticks.
I love the third down defense. I love the defense understanding passing situation, dropping back, keeping everything in front of them, and then breaking on the football. In order to do this and be great on third down.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. They want to run this quarterback. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Volunteers are flying down the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bishop. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Bishop. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. The run inside. It's Bishop. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. He puts some heat on that one down the middle. Fires into traffic, and it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to it. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Looking downfield, it's Craig. Unloads to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Small. Might have a chance. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. And the Horned Frogs trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Trying to bull his way in. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
Nice throw, nice catch, and I think we're going to see and hear a lot of that guy to that guy. A touchdown catch in game 1, now a touchdown catch in game 2. They're going to continue to find that playmaker throughout this season.
Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass.
Set to advance on the football.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake. There he goes. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
He fires one deep down the right side. Goes high to pull it in. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. The Volunteers come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. It's complete on the right side. They would not let him get close. Stopped at the 26. It'll be 4th down.
Well, they weren't throwing to the sticks on that 3rd down. They hit the drag route. They get a nice gain, but that now sets up 4th down with more yards to go, and it's decision time. I think moving forward on 3rd downs, you got to start thinking about routes down the field.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's brought down a short... But the defense comes out on top with a pick.
I'll tell you something. In college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has
got room on the return. Puts him in the spin cycle. The 30, past the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, TCU!
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
TCU 41, Tennessee 0.
He'll bring it out. It's Dodson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Bishop. Could not make his way to the corner. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
They're working that left side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score, but man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
And the Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Throwing right. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Oh, look, Ma, one hand. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Just a terrific effort to make the one-handed grab, but he couldn't get past the marker.
Well, how about how easy he made it look? Just sticks the mid up in the air. I know he didn't get the 1st down, but just no big deal. Just I've done this before. You know, another day at the office.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. It's on target and complete. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Timeout is called. It's the second charge to Tennessee. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. And they get him out of bounds, but not before a sizable pickup on that one.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive, or else, guys, the second half, we're going to be telling old war stories, right? Like back in my day, and Jesse did this, and I did that. So, I mean, come on, offense. Let's put this together. Let's keep this game competitive.
Pressure coming. And down he goes. The Vols will now use their final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half.
Well, you can see why this team thinks this kid has a real bright future. It's amazing. He's only a true freshman. He's not built like one, though. And you saw it on that last play. Trust me.
Looking for a deep man. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic cover.
But look at this. They're not setting up to punt. They're going to try to cut into this lead, and this is a huge risk late in the half. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We start with the Washington Huskies, taking on the #1 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the Huskies coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. This will push them to 2-0 on the season.
The Horned Frogs offense takes the field ready to get going. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Jumped on top of the pile. They'll stop play here for a moment to have a look at this injured Horned Frog. It'll be 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Craig. Bringing the heat. Got out of trouble and throws. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Man, that's a big stop on this first drive. That's got to energize this defense. They didn't have a great first half. Let's just call it what it is. They could have done a lot better. But to come out, make some adjustments, get a stop on this first possession, that's a good sign for this defense.
They boot it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So here is the Tennessee offense. They put together a pretty good drive the last time they had it, but that fourth down stop kept them from getting anything on the board. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And I don't want to marginalize you guys' athletic ability, but I feel like Palmer and Davis both could have ran through that hole. I mean, that was unbelievable job by the offensive line, paving the way. He's getting to the second level before he's even getting contacted. That better change for this.
Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. We're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They'll keep it on the ground. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got to pick up a few to move the sticks here on 3rd down from their own 20. He wants to change this route. Run in the red zone, it's Bishop. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19.
And I think that's exactly what we're going to need to see from this offense, man. Once the field starts to shrink, you get on this side of the field, you're down by 10 points, man. You need to put the ball in the end zone. Like, you're thinking touchdown, not field goal. And they really got to be physical, establish this run game, and do everything they can to get 7 on this drive.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
And if I'm a QB, I'm calling my own number a lot, especially when it's successful like this. Continue to put me in good situations, continue to get positive chunks of yards. Yep, I'll keep that more.
Unleashes to the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And after the pick, everybody going the other way, and he crossed midfield and got it to the 47.
Man, what a play. Now you're setting your offense up for great position, but you want to make big plays as a defense. Not only make big plays, return it a long way down the field. You wanted a touchdown, obviously, but you set your offense up in great scoring position.
Inside the 35. Snags it, and he's open. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. They got the explosive play. Now to finish the deal, it's 1st and 10 from the 12. They'll move the tight end. Handoff from the gun. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Now on the option. The pitch. And that one will go and reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option. Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Craig. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Smashes it between the uprights. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for room. It's Bishop. Turning it on. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to adjust the pattern. Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the disjointed start just looks sloppy when you get a false start. It's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Bishop. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Punts it out of the air. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's 4th down. Will they bring out the punt team? On 4th down, looking for the completion. Makes the catch, and he's free. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there, because he didn't have the 1st down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss. And with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that. And as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Maybe a crease. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Quarterback keeps it. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Looking for the score. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I'll tell you what, 4th quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, eat that clock.
Reads it, fires complete. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Rides to back and leaves it. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll go right back to him. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
And how about stubbornness being rewarded for this offense? Like, they gave it to him, and sometimes that will deter people when you hand it to him and he doesn't get a good gain. But, nah, stick right to it. Give him the ball again. Nice job getting the play. Nice job by this offense staying stubborn with the running game.
The Horned Frogs will have it 1st and 10. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the 1st. An array of possibilities here. And the Horned Frogs come to the line needing just inches. And that ball is live in the backfield. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David, but I'll say this. If you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can.
Makes the grab in their space. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Looking downfield on 1st down. Deep shot for the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Ready to fire from the pistol. The give on the counter. He'll try to take it back. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. With the clock running, this should be the final play. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And they'll pick up just a few on this run, and that'll bring us to the end of the ball game.